So good morning, Max.
Good morning.
You have just read the text, and I would like you to say in 2-3 sentences what this text is about. Welcome.
So I have just read the text Good News for Chocolate Lovers, and this article gives really good news for all chocoholics. Because many people think that eating too much chocolate is a bad habit, but the author of this article disapproves of it, saying that eating chocolate can do a lot of good for our bodies and our health.
Thank you. So people eat a lot of chocolate. Read about the extract, which says about it.
It would be difficult to find someone who doesn't like chocolate. In the United States, chocolate is bought more often than any other kind of sweet. In Britain, each person eats an average of 11 kilograms of chocolate per year. That is a lot of chocolate. In the United States, people eat about 200 chocolate bars per second, as a matter of fact. People love chocolate so much that they often think it is a bad habit. But there is good news for all chocoholics. Eating chocolate does less harm to you than you might think.
Thank you for your reading. And now please tell me, what health problems do people traditionally connect with eating chocolate?
So, as it was said in the article, chocolate contains fat and sugar, and of course it can cause different diseases and problems with your weight or even teeth, and maybe some skin problems as acne, and sometimes it is said in the article that it can even lead to heart disease.
Thanks. And what facts prove that chocolate can be good for our health?
You see, chocolate, at the same time, chocolate contains vitamins and protein, and of course it affects your health in a good way, and it's amusing thing that even the smell of chocolate can help you to fight with your illnesses and develop your immune system.
Thank you.
Maxim, you've just listened to the conversation, and now I'd like you to answer some questions. So, what is Alex thinking about?
So, Alex thinking about what kinds of presents would he bring back from England for his parents and his relatives.
Okay, then, why does he want to bring soldiers as a gift for his parents?
Alex believes that Royal Guard soldiers represents English history and traditions, and at the same time they are very colorful. And he also thinks that it will be a great present for them.
And what will Alex buy for his brother?
As for his brother, he's studying English now, and Alex wants to buy a DVD with film in English, and I also think that he will like it.
Thank you.
Now, Max, let's talk about life in the city and in the country. Where would you like to live? In a city or in the country? Why?
So, in my opinion, a question where to live in the city or in the country depends on many circumstances. Because people like to live in the city with all this bustle and variety, and other people prefer the quiet place to live and peace and fresh air of the countryside. And as for me, if I had a chance to choose again where to live, I would choose a city without any doubt, because I'm a real city dweller, and I accustomed to all I have in my city, and I see a lot of advantages of living here. And I think the most greatest advantage of living in the city is quick and very qualified service, medical service, and living here while living in the city, you will never feel bored, and city dwellers, and they never feel dull. And we can but mention that only city dwellers can enjoy picturesque sides of the countryside, and they have time to do it.
probably you want to say that life in the city may be dangerous sometimes. No?
Yes, of course. Life in the cities nowadays it is dangerous because crime rate becomes higher and higher, and at the same time, life in the city sometimes it is even expensive. And in big cities, people have more opportunities to work and to get education. And all in all, I think city life appeals to young, ambitious people who don't mind the noise and the pollution. But when people get older, they start thinking about their family. Maybe then they change their minds. And as for me, I'm a city dweller, but maybe when I get older, who knows?
Probably you'll go to the countryside, right? Okay. Do you find your city a comfortable place to live?
Yes, of course. I was born in Grodno, and I found this place really comfortable for living, because our Grodno is built on our famous on the banks of our famous river, the Nima, and I think we have a lot of picturesque sites and places to visit. And at the same time, Grodno offers us a great amount of educational institutions and places to work. That's why I think our Grodno, our city, is a great choice to live.
Thank you. You have a friend who lives in London. What questions will you ask him about London?
So I really have a pen friend in London, and I often ask him several questions. So, do you enjoy living in London? Why or why not? What is the ecological situation in London in general? What is the population of London, and is it easy to live in the megapolis? Do you have a desire to leave London for countryside from time to time? And if you had a chance to change your place of residence, will you choose London again?
Thank you. Your relative wants to move to the country. Give him or her some advice.
So, I think it is hard to make a choice, but it is even harder to give an advice. And if you want to move to the countryside, I think you should think twice. Because it is not so easy as we think. Life in the countryside is full of work. Country dwellers have to work always, and they have a lot of jobs to do. At the same time, you must be prepared physically and psychologically. You won't listen to the songs of nightingales or look at the picturesque sights. You will walk and walk and walk. And if you're prepared for this, why not go and live in the country?
Okay, thank you. They say that living in a big city is better than living in a small town. What do you think about it?
I think that living in the small town is better than living in the big city. Because big city is like a box made from stone, concrete and bricks, and it is full of stress, noise and work, and your work it doesn't stop. And small town is better because you live in a small and close community. You know each other, you help each other, and of course small town provides us the same sources as a megapolis. I think small town is better.
Okay, thank you. It was a pleasure to communicate with you.
My pleasure.